The moment a woman slows down her responses or establishes a physical boundary, most men make a fatal psychological misinterpretation. They mistake a standard feminine screening process for immediate emotional rejection. They panic. They fold their posture. They surrender their masculine frame completely and retreat into a safe, submissive persona. Are you tired of second-guessing every single mixed signal? You have likely felt this heavy weight in your chest. You send a text. The reply takes 8 hours. Your mind races with intense anxiety. You assume you have failed. The baseline error is looking at the surface interaction through a lens of insecurity. Human behavioral evolution proves that a high-value woman rarely signals her attraction through overt compliance. She utilizes sophisticated social friction to filter out weak, easily shaken men. How many times have you walked away from a woman who was actually waiting for you to lead? It is completely natural to experience this uncertainty. You have been conditioned by modern culture to seek constant validation. This is not your fault. However, attraction does not operate on logic. It operates on evolutionary psychology. If you continue to treat her behavioral filters as a red light, you will disqualify yourself before the game even begins. You must learn the exact rules of feminine engagement in evolutionary biology. A high-value female must impose a psychological cost on a male before granting access. This is the principle of costly signaling. She uses subtle behavioral friction to verify the authenticity of your confidence. If your confidence is a fake performance, it will shatter under her slight resistance. If your confidence is real, her behavioral indicators will reveal her true compliance. Do you possess the internal security to hold the space when the tension rises? Let us deconstruct the first subtle behavioral indicator: the compliance test. You suggest a casual meeting. She does not give a direct denial. Instead, she offers a specific alternative time. A low-value man views this delay as a soft rejection. He reacts with frustration or over-explanation. This reaction ruins his value. Why do you think an alternative offer is a rejection when she is actively staying in your orbit? A high-status man recognizes the subtext. Her alternative offer is a massive green light, wrapped in a boundary. She is actively protecting her schedule while remaining within your space. Your correct response is brief, relaxed acceptance. You maintain your pace. You do not overcompensate. The second indicator is sensory proximity filtering. Imagine sitting at a table in a crowded room. She appears detached. She looks at her surroundings. She does not initiate conversation. However, her physical body remains oriented directly toward your space. She has not moved away. Will you touch your phone the moment the conversation dies down? Evolutionarily, a woman who is genuinely repelled will instinctively maximize physical distance to signal unavailability. If she remains close while maintaining silence, she is waiting. She is testing whether you possess the internal security to hold the space without nervous chatter. You must remain grounded. You do not touch your phone. You do not ask if she is bored. You simply enjoy the silence. The third indicator is reactive friction. She challenges your opinion on a trivial topic. She presents a counter-argument with a sharp tone. The average man instantly apologizes. He shifts his stance to agree with her. This submissive adaptation kills all sexual tension. Are you willing to compromise your core beliefs just to avoid a temporary conflict? Her challenge is not a rejection of your persona. It is a calculated stress test of your emotional resilience. She is evaluating whether you will bend under social pressure. When you hold your position with a calm smile, her respect increases. You must understand that friction is the exact mechanism that generates attraction. But how do you differentiate between a healthy behavioral test and genuine lack of interest? You must look at the physical orientation and the alternative options provided. If a woman closes her body language completely, turns her shoulders away from you, and offers no alternative solution, that is a definitive red light. A high-value man accepts this immediately. He does not chase. He does not force interactions. He respects her boundaries and gracefully withdraws his attention. Are you able to walk away with your dignity intact when the door is truly closed? If she is testing you, the friction will always be followed by continued proximity. To survive these psychological filters, you must master the art of grounding. When you feel the intense anxiety rising in your chest, you must anchor yourself in your own reality. Do not allow your emotional state to depend on her immediate validation. Shift your focus back to your own mission, your own purpose, and your own standards. Stop reading the surface text. Observe the deeper behavioral architecture. Your ability to decode these three subtle indicators determines your status in her hierarchy. To truly master this biological matrix, you must understand what happens when she realizes her tests no longer affect your peace. That realization triggers a complete shift in her subconscious attraction signals. We analyze that exact transition in the next phase of behavioral decoding.